I just want to know if you're ready. That's all I want to know before I show my face. Is you ready? If you're ready, say, I would tell y'all to say hell yeah, but I don't know if the chat is going to cut your comments off of that. But if you're ready, say yeah. That's all I want to know. Once I see a couple of y'all say y'all ready, I'm going to come on camera. Boom! Boom, 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 boom. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? 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 What is going on? Okay. So, I'm sorry to keep y'all waiting. Okay, I'm sorry to keep y'all waiting. I had to use the bathroom first. I've been sitting at this computer watching Terrence's live the entire time, and I did not want to go live while Terrence was going live because that's my homie. I sat here and I watched that entire live the entire time he was on here. So I'm just gonna let y'all know this right now. I did not make no notes. Just like I did not make any notes last week, I did not make no notes. I didn't even want to go and film no video. I did not want to go film no video, edit no video, do none of this shit. I did not feel like doing any of it at all. I just said, you know what? I'm going to go live, get this out the way, let the people interpret it as they may, and keep it moving. That's what I'm going to do. So that's what I decided to do because I'm tired. I'm tired of Real Housewives of Atlanta at this point. They're really getting on my nerves. Now, let's get into it, okay? Let's get into it. So, before I get into anything in regards to this show, I just want to say happy Easter to everybody. Happy Easter to everybody in the building. I hope you guys had a wonderful time with your families and everything like that. I know that we still in the paroma, but we still got to make do with what we have, okay? So that's what we got to do. You know what I mean? So, without any further ado, I also want to say that tomorrow is the panel. Tomorrow is the panel. Jay Lee won't be there tomorrow, and Bundy is basically taking a break from the panel. You know how you have a job and you take a vacation. Bundy is on vacation from the panel. Me and her spoke earlier today. Sometimes you need a break. Sometimes, just about everybody on the panel has had a break from the panel except me because I run it. So, but yeah, so I'm just letting you guys know that Jay Lee won't be there tomorrow, and it's mainly, but I'll touch more on that tomorrow on the panel. But she won't be there, and Bundy's on vacation from the panel. Just to let you guys know that. Okay. Now, before I do anything else, also be sure to be on the lookout for me, Terrence, Josiah, and Jamar. We will have our own little show called Boys Night Out. It's not gonna be no panel type show where we talk about reality TV or nothing like that. We just me and my three close friends having a chat about anything. That's just what it's gonna be, and it's gonna be at night like this, like late at night like this. So I hope y'all tuning in for that. So if y'all are gonna tune in to Boys Night Out, say yes, and then after y'all say yes, we're gonna get into this review. So if you're tuning into Boys Night Out when it comes out, because I think the very first show we're gonna do, I'm gonna get with them later on today. Well, later on tomorrow. The very first Boys Night Out will probably be next week. So if you're gonna tune into the Boys Night Out, say yes, and then we're gonna keep moving. Yes, God. Yes, God. Okay. So let's get into the Housewives of Atlanta. Let's just go ahead and get into it. And I don't plan on being on no live for no more than an hour because I do want people to watch the replay. So let's just get into it because, like I said, I didn't make no notes. Okay, so last week I was with Marlo. All the way, I was with Marlo. Marlo. I was with Marlo all the way. I was dragging the shit out of Porsha and all of this stuff. But at this point, it's kind of like this. I don't understand why Marlo feels like she's placed, like, I feel like at this point, she's placed herself at the middle of this situation. She has. Um, when she doesn't even have to do that. You know what I mean? Regardless of what Candy asked you, you said on Twitter that Candy and Kenya were interrogating you about the conversation. Here's my thing. If you already know that Portia has an issue with Kenya, regardless of whether or not Candy and Kenya asked you anything, you could have told you could have told them that you don't want to talk, you don't want to tell them what the conversation was about. And if they didn't understand that, then that was on them. But all you had to do was still, if you still trying to make things work out between you and Portia and you want your friendship to work amongst all of this craziness, you could have just straight up said, you know what I mean? I don't really want to tell y'all what we were talking about. That's really between me and Portia. That's all you had to say. But instead, you had to give them the rundown and tell them exactly what the hell y'all two talked about and how she felt about it. If Portia really wanted Kenya to know about y'all's conversation, then she could have told them herself. You took it upon yourself to tell them what the conversation was about. Basically proving her point. Basically proving her point that she was trying to prove last week, which I was shitting on her about. You basically proved her point and you proved me wrong. And now I gotta sit up here and eat crow because Portia really had every right to question you at this point because at first I'm like, okay, I don't see what the fuck Marlo is doing that is so wrong. I don't see what she's doing. All she did was mend fences with Kenya and now Portia is pressed. But now you sat right on up there and you decided to be like, well, basically download the entire conversation to Candy and Kenya when you didn't even have to do that. You made yourself look stupid when you did that, Marlo. You didn't even have to do that, but you decided to do that. So you really don't have no one but yourself to blame for that particular situation. You decided to do that. You did. Not them, you. You decided to do that. And that's just that on that, period. That's just that on that. And you made yourself look fake as fuck, basically. Because they're just like Josiah telling me something, or they're just like if Terrence and Jamar wasn't getting along, and Jamar tells me why he got a problem or what the conversation was about between me and him, and I run back and I tell Terrence what the conversation was about. That ain't for them to know. Why would I do that? That's ridiculous. And Marlo made herself look funny. That's just what it is. And this is coming from a person that does not like Portia, period. I just got through dragging Portia in Terrence's live just now. I don't like Portia at all, and I would never see it for her, period. Y'all already know this. But right is right and wrong is wrong, and Marlo was dead ass wrong for even putting that shit out there. She was, period. She was wrong as fuck for that. There's nothing anyone can say about that situation. She was wrong, and that's just that on that. Soon as Candy asked you the question, you fell for it and you went for it. You know what I mean? You went for it and you told them everything. Well, you didn't even have to. Just because somebody asked you a question don't mean you got to answer it. That's just like when we were talking about the Housewives of Potomac, and I was saying that, Candace told Monique, drag me. Just because a person tells you to drag them, don't mean you got to drag them. So just because somebody asks you a question, that don't mean you got to answer it. It's just that on that. If you are trying to rebuild your relationship with Kenya, and your relationship with Portia is already on shaky ground, then why would you even go and do the BS by telling Candy and Kenya what you and Portia talked about? That's you and Portia's conversation. That didn't have nothing to do with nobody else. It doesn't make any sense. And it just came across like you were just looking for a moment. So then y'all sitting down at the table. Then you want to bring Big Frida into the situation. What the hell did Big Frida have to do with any of this shit? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why did you have to bring Big Frida into your mess? Big Frida ain't have nothing to do with it. That's just that on that. So it's just like, what you bringing Big Frida into this for? And you're bringing her into this situation between you and Kenya and Portia. You're indirectly talking about them, and it's just like, why you have to bring it to the table? Why couldn't you just do that? I get that on one hand, I do get that Marlo felt as though she was placed in the middle of the situation, and that she's placed in the middle. She felt as though Porsha was trying to make her pick a side, which she was. She was. Let's not forget the truth on that. She was trying to make her pick a side. She was pissed that she became cool with Kenya again. She was fucking pissed. I didn't see a big deal in regards to this, and in regards to Marlo being friends with Kenya again. I don't see why Portia made it a big deal because of the simple fact like this. You became friends with Nene again after you tried to ice her out. And that's why everybody was looking at you crazy. But it is what it is. But you still put yourself in the middle of this situation. You didn't even have to. It is what it is. You didn't even have to. And you calling them fake, but you just did the ultimate fake stuff by running over there, talking to King and Kenya about what the hell you and Portia talked about. That's my situation. And even with Candy, when the situation with Bolo came back up again, you know what I mean? Candy was like, would y'all leave Portia alone? And at this point, I am tired of talking about Bolo. Like, we already know that Portia fucked him. Like, and people, y'all can get mad about it. Y'all can get mad about me saying it if you want to, but we already know she did it. To be honest, I feel, and this is my opinion, I feel like this. If she did it, then why don't you just own it and say, I did it? So what? I did it. It's my cat. I do whatever I want to do with it. So what? I just feel like lying about it is making it worse off than what it really is. She don't really owe nobody anything. If we're being honest, she really don't owe you anything. But at the same time, if it was me, I'd just be like, I did it, so what? I did it. And if you get done talking about me, I still did it. I still had a great time. I still did it. And it was good. Who the fuck cares? And just drop it. But at the same time, I'm guessing she was trying to protect Tanya because she was involved too. I don't care what nobody got to say about that either. She was involved too. Um, she trying to protect Tanya because Tanya was in a relationship. She's also trying to protect Bolo because Bolo could get in trouble if he slept with one of them. So that could be one of the reasons. Kenya feels like if it was her, everybody would have been talking about her if it was her. I believe that they would have been talking about her if she fucked a stripper. I personally believe that they would be talking about her. That's just me. That's just me. I do think that anything that they can do to shit on Kenya, they will take their chance. Trust and believe me. If y'all think that they won't, y'all crazy. I know they would have. They would have took every opportunity to go in on her if she did that. That's true. But at the same time, you making yourself look absolutely pressed and worried about what another woman does with her China. Who cares? Y'all screaming out she's married. I don't care if she's married. I'm talking about, I'm not even bringing marriage into this. I'm saying if she did it, whether she was single or whether she was married, they still would have been talking about her. So y'all can miss me with it. They still would have been talking about her. Single or married or not, they still would have been talking about her. But that the fact of the matter is, who cares? Really. Because I'm tired of talking about it. Period. Marlo mad. But what you mad for? You put yourself in this. What you mad for? Then when they're talking about it at the table, here go Portia. Don't say my name. Don't say my name. Don't. Girl, I feel like people are really, Portia has really gotten gassed up because she drugged Kenya by her hair. And ever since Portia pulled Kenya's hair and drug her across the stage, everybody thinks that she's fucking Layla Ali. She's not. She's not. She's not Layla Ali just because she pulled on Kenya's hair. Hell, Cynthia kicked her in the ovaries and almost swatted her ass like a fly across that boat. She ain't on Layla Ali, so stop giving her that. But if I was Kenya, I would have kept calling her damn name. You can't have the conversation without saying your name. So, girl, get over it. Get over it. And you talking about you were calm in the confessional. You sitting up here talking about how calm you was sitting at the table. Girl, you were not calm. You were not calm. You was about to bust off your scenes sitting at that table. Let's not pretend like you were so calm because you were not. But all in all, this whole Bolo storyline is ridiculous. It's stupid. Let's move on. We've been talking about Charleston for um we've been talking about Charleston for the last couple of episodes. So let's just keep it a book. And then Marlo came to Candy, and I know that everybody was mad at Candy because I think it was something she said that in the past Portia has lied or something like that. She said, I think she said something like that with her and Marlo were talking. But it was true. She has lied in the past. It's true. She has made up stuff in the past. It is true. Nobody wants to bring up her past. We can bring up everybody else's past. We can bring up everybody's past. And this is what I was saying in Terrence's chat a minute ago when he was live. Nobody ever we can bring up Portia's past. We could I mean not Portia's past. We can bring up Kenya's past. We can bring up Candy's past. We can bring up Cynthia's past. We can bring up everybody else's past. But as soon as we bring up Portia's past, it's well, I'm over it. If they're over it, I'm over it. Or this happened a couple of seasons ago, or blah 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 blah. So it's like, why is it that we can have a laundry list of things that Kenya's done, but nobody can have a laundry list of the things that Portia has done? It's the double standards for me, and I think that when it comes down to it, I keep my foot on Portia's neck simply because of the fact that nobody else will. I think she gets a pass for a lot of things. And I'm an equal opportunity type of person. Like just last week, someone called me biased, and as far as Kenya is concerned, not because I was defending her, but because I said that her attitude was same. But I don't even like Kenya, so I don't like Kenya. I don't like Portia. I don't really like nobody on the show really, but Candy and Drew and probably Cynthia. Those are those are the only three people that I really like at this point. Because there was a time where I didn't really care for Cynthia either, if you ask me. But it's like we can sit up and call everybody else out on their stuff and hold everybody else accountable. But this one person we cannot say nothing about. It's BS to me. I'm sorry, but it is. That's why my foot stays on her neck. Period. What else even happened? Portia left, Candy left. So then they were stuck in New Orleans. They was out of lights. The storm was coming. And then next thing you know, they were back in Atlanta. And I think that's just really, you know, the end. Really, because that's all that happened on this episode, to be honest. Like I really didn't care about this episode. So what I'm gonna do is read a few comments because I only want this to be 30 minutes long. And I think I share the link here, not to talk about the Housewives of Atlanta because I don't want to talk about it at this point. But if you guys, I'm gonna share the link for you guys to call in to tell me what you guys want to see on Boys Night Out or what y'all are expecting to see. That's what this link will be shared for if you guys want to come on. If you do, you got 9 minutes before I get off of here. So y'all let me know what y'all want to see on Boys Night Out or what y'all expecting to see. Boys Night Out stars myself, Terrence, Josiah, and Jamar. We'll be doing this every other week or whatever, probably on a Friday night or something like that. Kenya is a willful antagonist of the group, so it doesn't matter how long her laundry list is. You're missing the point here. It doesn't matter how long her laundry list is. The fact of the matter is, She got a laundry list. Portia got a laundry list. Everybody has a laundry list. So why is it that we only focus on one person's laundry list? Portia has done her share of fucked up things and said fucked up things and talked about everybody else's relationships, just like Kenya has. They're two sides of the same coin to me. They're the same bitch, which is why they can't get along. Simple as that. And she can. Why is everyone expected to lie and cover up for Portia? Who, and she's not a friend to anybody. And I know I'm not even gonna go into that conversation because the first thing people gonna say is Portia has grown. She's done this. She's done that. We can get over it. Everybody else is over it. But I ain't, child. No, I remember every damn thing. So that was really all facts, to be honest. Thank you. Thank you. But nobody wants to see that though. Okay, we got one person. What's
Hey,
going on?
Scotty.
Hey, how are you?
Mm, Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. What's going on?
All right. Matter of fact, I loved your because I was in the Q&A when you did it when Terrence and Josiah had joined. I loved it, and I loved apparently you guys doing the boys' night out. That was called, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what's gonna be called.
Uh, as we call it. Oh my gosh, it's like I love when you guys get a little bit tipsy, maybe because y'all more of I would say y'all more funnier, like a little bit more funnier when y'all get tipsy. Maybe because y'all lips get a little bit looser at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I love when you guys just and you also guys talk about your life experiences, which is awesome. And I love when you guys talk about your life experiences because I get to learn from that. I won't have to get to like the toxic dick. I don't have to go to the toxic dick. I don't have to go to that. And you guys, I think you guys is just like you guys give great advice, all of you guys, in your guys' own way. That's why I would love to see it on you guys' panel. So
All right. Well, I appreciate that. I cannot wait until we do this. This is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
me too. I'm gonna have my little tequila on the side, taking my little shots and everything. Hope you guys take some shots on your first night. Hope you guys do, but if you guys don't, I'll be cool with it. I will be taking my own shots because I'll be off at work. It's on Friday.
All right then. Well, thank you.
You welcome.
All right.
Bye.
Bye bye. All right, y'all. But I guess this is it. I really didn't have that much to say about tonight's episode. That was pretty much all that really happened. So it is what it is. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe. You know what I mean. Do whatever you see fit. Be sure to tune into the whether you like it or not reality TV and gossip panel. Um, that will be airing at the same time every day at 8, 7 Central Time. Be sure to be on the lookout for anything else that I have going on. With that being said, you guys, I am out of here, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out.